Hello, it is Foundation Friday, October 18th, 2024. Steve Sipress here. And man, the weather here in the Phoenix, Scottsdale area seems to have violently, massively shifted, where it seemed like it was 90 or 100 degrees yesterday, day before, whatever. And I just looked and I think it's around 75 degrees. It was raining this morning. It's windy, overcast. What the heck? We are loving it. We are loving it. Those of us that went through the summer over 110 degrees just about every single day, not dropping below 90 all summer. We're loving this fantastic weather. However, hope it's great wherever you are as well, including in New York City, where my beloved Mets are on elimination watch for the rest of the week. They got to win all three of the rest of the games in this series, if there are three. Could be only one, and that could be starting in about half an hour. And if the Mets don't win today, the season is over. So let's go Mets. One game at a time. Let's take today, go back to LA and see what we can do with the next one on Saturday. Anyway, I saw an article today. Now this guy, take it with a grain of salt, this guy likely has never run a business, certainly not a successful business, but he's some kind of writer for, I think it was the Boston Globe. And he said, man, with AI doing everything, well, we got to remember, we got to think for ourselves. What's going on? I didn't read the entire article because you would have had to pay money. I would have had to pay money for that, not doing that. But got me realizing that's not how business owners think at all. Well, of course, we think for ourselves as leaders, but we don't think by ourselves, right? So think about all the great leaders. You know, Henry Ford, famously running one of the most successful corporations of all time, one of the richest men of all time. And I think he was once brought into court and challenged on the fact that, like, he was going to be ousted by the shareholders or something like, you're not fit to run the Ford Motor Company because you don't know anything about building cars or designing cars or any of that. And I think famously, unless I got it wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he was up on the stand and he said, you know, you're right. But what I do have on my desk is a phone with a series of push buttons, and I can push any button, and within seconds, I have the world's greatest expert on that topic at my beck and call. So anything I need to know, I have other people's super brains to tap into, is basically what he was saying. And I heard somebody saying last week, with all this political crap that thankfully is ending in a couple of weeks now, 3 weeks maybe, I don't know, but somebody was saying, like, hey, the war room, I know how the war room goes. Everyone's sitting around in the war room. I think they were talking about, like, Israel taking out these Hamas terrorist leaders and all that stuff. And they said the way it works is they go around and all the top experts, the Joint Chiefs of Staff and the head of the this and the head of the that, and the Secretary of Defense and the Secretary of the Navy, and they all give their opinion, and then when they're done going around the room, they look at the head of the table and they say, well, Mr. President, what's your decision? What's it gonna be? Well, that's the way successful leaders make decisions. We get input from super brains, and then of course we make the final decision. Well, thanks to AI, you've got super brains at your beck and call. So when you use the right AI tools in the right way, and I don't mean just say, you know, you're lazy and you just say, write me a blog post and you post it like it is, or write me a this or a that, or make me up a graphic and, you know, with no input and no thought and no whatever, you just, okay, that's good. Make me a social media post, you put it up. That's not thinking at all. That's lazy. I remember back in school, you know, that's lazy people. Copy stuff out of the encyclopedia. Nowadays they copy it from Wikipedia or whatever. Like seems to be our last two leftist presidential candidates seem to love this laziness of plagiarizing other people's work. So I don't mean that. I don't mean just taking AI and saying you do the work. Yeah, that's lazy. That doesn't make any sense. That's not how successful leaders or entrepreneurs work. But we do get input. And AI is fantastic for synthesizing data almost in an instant, massive amounts of data, and giving you ideas and strategy. And then, of course, you make the final decision. I mean, that's why AI can pass all the standard tests, can pass the bar exam, can pass the medical exam, can beat anyone in chess, because it can synthesize tremendous amounts of data and give suggestions about strategy. But We, as the entrepreneur, have the final say. We make the decision. So do you have a board of directors? Do you have the world's greatest entrepreneurs at your beck and call? Do you have a phone on your desk with push buttons to the world's greatest experts at your beck and call? Well, with AI, you do. So when you use AI correctly, with the right tools and the right combination in the right way, and there are certain things that you absolutely cannot do with AI that'll just mess you up, then you're really leveraging the power of AI. And if you want help with this, that's what I do. I help clients all day long revolutionize their lives. The success stories, the light bulbs going off, the revolution in their lives is amazing when people realize what they can do with AI. Not just AI, but using AI in certain ways to enhance their business, their experience, their day-to-day activity, and the day-to-day activity of all their employees and team members as well, to supercharge their entire staff, get more done, have more fun, and make more money. And to me, that's what running a business should be all about. So go to AIGrowthWizards.com if you want help with this, or go elsewhere for it. But please, take advantage of these super brains, this AI that's out there. Do it in the right way and have more fun and make more money. That'll do it for Foundation Friday. It's about as foundational a tip as it gets. Have more fun, make more money, and I'll throw in have more freedom in your life. I'll catch you back here again tomorrow on Social Media Saturday. Until then, over now. Let's go Mets!